Is your healthy diet making you sick? I'm Nate. I'm the FitFutureMD. Upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I've lost 30 pounds in 30 days. Pick up that free copy of the nutrition and workout guide in the description below if you're interested. I'm the owner of Ensorsale. Ensorsale is family. Together we can rise up from humble beginnings to help inspire everyone all over the world with the messages on our t-shirts. Pick up your inspirational t-shirt today and wear your inspiration. So I was going back and forth with the topic of this video because, you know, a lot of the professional bodybuilders have kind of come out talking about how they have some sort of autoimmune disorder. And, you know, and they'll be getting attacks or something like that in the middle of, you know, competing, or they overcame some kind of, you know, autoimmune issue while they were competing. And, you know, I can't talk specifically about, you know, whatever's going on with them, but, you know, I have a condition called eczema. And basically, you know, I can show you on my finger. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. But basically, you know, not that I'm a germaphobe, but, you know, so say you go to the bathroom, say you go pee 5 times a day and wash your hands. You start, say you have 15 patients a day, wash your hands in between each patient. You're talking about 20 times a day washing your hands, right? Well, not only does the soap damage the bacteria and viruses on your hands, but it also damages the skin on your hands, right? So eventually your body cannot produce skin fast enough to repair the place, right? So that's basically how I ended up with eczema on my hands, right? I wash my hands. And, you know, when I cut back on washing my hands, you know, as it was obviously a lot worse. It was on every finger, on the top of the fingers, you know, but it wasn't really anywhere else on the body. So that's really technically not eczema. It's technically, you know, like a contact dermatitis or whatever. But like I say, there's no redness or swelling or anything like that. So it's kind of an in-between diagnosis type. But basically the point is there is enough for most autoimmune things. There is some kind of offending stimulant that needs to be ruled out before you call it just an official autoimmune disorder, right? So technically, you know, I'm not allergic to soap, right? I've been using soap all my life. And I'm not allergic to the parabens in the soap or anything like that. There are some people that are allergic to the stuff they put in the soap. They have to have special soap. But so basically the whole idea is that something that you're doing is causing your body to have a reaction, right? And by no means is this medical advice or anything like that, but obviously consult your physician if you're having any of these issues. But when you restrict calories and basically eat the same thing every day, you miss out on nutritional values of things, right? And I think a lot of, especially in the bodybuilding fitness community, think that if you take a multivitamin, that somehow that is going to replace nutrition that you get from other things, right? And there's a reason that, you know, you have an off season and an on season, right? And social media has basically made it where, you know, fitness influencers and fitness people have to be, you know, in great shape or under 10% body fat year round, and that is definitely very unhealthy, right? And there's some people that are now just naturally under 10% body fat, and you know, that's fine, you know, but it's very unnatural to be under 10% body fat and be over 220 pounds, right? Like it's just an unnatural thing. And to get there, you have to do things that aren't healthy, right? So, and that's one of the crazy things about social media is that, you know, you consider the shredded guy healthy or what you want to look like, and no female really wants that shredded guy, which is interesting, which is most of the time the reason most men lift weights is because they wanted to get the girl, right? But this video is not really about that, but basically being shredded year round is very bad. But what happens is if you're eating the same things over and over and over again, your body can actually make antibodies against the food that you're consuming or the bacteria on the food that you're consuming constantly, or, you know, anything like that, right? So you'll find that, you know, a bodybuilder that's been in the industry 10 years might actually have a food allergy to their chicken, or you know, whatever fish they eat, or might be allergic to their protein shake and actually end up having some sort of autoimmune condition, you know, because of that. So obviously when I first got diagnosed with eczema, I obviously didn't know if it was food related or if there was some other thing going on. So obviously what I did was I cut it all out, right? I went back, I basically broke it down to, you know, basic, you know, we're going to eat the bare minimum things and then start slowly adding things back to see, you know, which one actually causes it to come back, right? Obviously I went through the whole food, you know, issue, and, you know, nothing actually caused that was food related for me, luckily. But, you know, then determine, well, it had to be something outside, so you try different soaps, you know, all that kind of stuff. You know, I was obviously one of the Irish Spring guys that, you know, just had the bar soap, and, you know, I don't really have much hair anyway, so it's like, why would you have shampoo and conditioner on something that, you know, is not really there, type guy. And, but, you know, now I've switched to, you know, Kirkland's, which is a more natural thing, but, you know, it wasn't the Irish Spring that was causing the problem. It was the overuse of the soap, right? That causes the problem, right? But you have to wash your hands in between patients. You have to, you know, you just have to, right? Like, you don't want to spread one person's disease to the next. So, you know, there's not so much you can do, right? But you can't, you know, if you wash your hands 20 times a day, like, you're going to have issues. So, you know, I obviously started using a lot more lotion, you know, wash your hands, lotion your hands, you know, that type thing. But there's always there should be an offending agent somewhere for most people. And, you know, obviously you explore all that and you figure out that there's something else, you know, because autoimmune diseases can be caused by bacteria, autoimmune diseases can be caused by viruses, you know, cross reactions happen all the time, you know, with antibodies, you know, so just keep that kind of stuff in mind. But just explore, you know, what could be causing it for you, right? Like, if you're having heartburn and indigestion, obviously what you're eating is, you know, not good for your body. Your body is basically having a hard time fighting whatever it is off, or having a hard time digesting the food, right? It doesn't have the proper enzymes and stuff to digest the food, right? Because you start, so say you start ingesting 250 grams of protein a day because you're a 250-pound male, like, you know, obviously, you know, your body's going to have a hard time adjusting to that amount of protein. Like, you're going to have to build up to that. So you might start, and say most people barely get 100 grams of protein a day, right? So you might have to start with 150 and then go to 175 and then go to 200, right? And gradually build up to that. You might have, that's why bodybuilders talk about splitting it up in between 8 meals, right? Because you're going to have like indigestion. Your body can't produce the enzymes to eat that much protein, especially when you're talking about 100 grams in a meal. Like, you know, your body just doesn't make that many enzymes, right? Especially not when you're first starting out, you know. So that's like indigestion and all that kind of stuff. Like, you might be allergic to the sauces that you're throwing on there. You know, you may just not be getting the vitamins you need to replace the enzymes, or, you know, stuff like that. You know, probiotics and enzymes and all that kind of thing has become very popular. So, you know, but I just wanted to come talk to you guys about this. Obviously, this is something that I kind of suffer from, you know, but, you know, you got to wash your hands. So, you know, it's just something that I'm gonna have to deal with, right? But hope this helps you out, guys. Hope you know, you can figure out what autoimmune disease or what offending agent you may be going up against, you know. And obviously shop at Ensorsale.com and wear your inspiration today. Pick up the free copy of the nutrition and workout guide, you know, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.